Because if this is not what you want to do, this is the time to say it. I can pack me and mama up and we can fly right on back to the U.S.
For real?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can do that.
And you'd be good.
And I'll be okay.
Ashia and Maxwell are starting to show the kind of cracks that can completely change the direction of a relationship. And this disagreement says a lot more than just two people having another argument. On 90 Day Fiancé, what we're seeing isn't simply a couple disagreeing. We're watching two strong personalities struggle to find common ground, and neither one seems willing to take a step back.
Finally.
I enjoyed that place. The market was nice.
Baby, why were you flinging my hands like that in public?
Sweetie, you aggravated me all day long.
I didn't like it, please. For real. You better behave yourself.
Quit using the word behave.
Yeah, you need to behave.
I'm not a child.
Pull me off your hand. You really need to apologize for that.
Yes, sweetie, I'm not going to apologize because you was aggravating me.
So tomorrow, if in public, I can fling your hands like that.
That's fine. If that's what you feel like you need to do, that's fine.
You sure?
Yeah, that's fine.
You sure?
That's fine.
All right.
I feel, a little bit confused and surprised because this is not the Maxwell that I know. Usually he's more chill, laid back, loving, caring, lovey-dovey. He's that person, but I feel like maybe he's just listening to outside opinions rather than focusing on us and what we're trying to accomplish. So I feel like a lot of that is causing him to act a little differently than what his norm is. What's wrong?
I don't know.
You have been acting a little crazy, a little aggressive here. At the end of the day.
You're raising your voice. Bring it down, please. This is our first date in like 8-9 months. We're arguing a lot. I don't like it.
We're addressing issues. And I just want you to clarify what you said in the car because I'm not clear on that statement that you made.
What statement?
Were you saying you wasn't sure about our relationship and something about we're wrong about God, giving us an okay on this?
Thinking about decision for the fiancé this out might be a sign.
So what now?
Are you sure God really wants us to be married?
You confused?
A little bit.
It's amazing to me that you went this long and you act like you just head over heels, no doubts, you 100% into this trip. So why all of a sudden you feeling a little shaky?
I just want things to be done the right way. I want peace between you and my family. Do you understand? If not, I don't know what we are doing. Hi.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay.
You know I'm not disrespecting your family. You're not
You better not.
Hush.
Don't tell me to hush again. Just talk.
You think about what you need to think about. You really need to decide if you're gonna let this thing with your family go. So think about it. Excuse me, sir, where's the restroom?
Am I getting it right or am I getting it wrong? Lord, help me.
This is not the way I want to be treated. When I go back in, I'm going to let him know, like, he need to be himself, like, be the Maxwell that helped me to make this decision to choose him. And just let all these opinions be set aside.
She feels like I just want to boss her around how to address my parents and all that, but then she needs to understand that she's in a whole different environment. This is Africa, baby. So you need to act like us. But she wouldn't listen. I don't know why.
since I've known you. You've been loving, you've been peaceful, you've been a good communicator. Sweetie, you've been changing since you've been around your family. We don't have time for backwards and forwards, so you need to let me know now if this is what you want to do. Because if this is not what you want to do, this is the time to say it. I can pack me and mama up, and we can fly right on back to the U.S.
For real?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can do that.
And you be good?
And I'll be okay. Time heals all wounds.
Wow.
I feel like me and Maxwell, we're supposed to be together. But no one wants to be in a one-sided relationship where one person wants it and the other one doesn't. So if he has a 1% doubt in his mind that this is not what he want to do, like this is the turning point, this is it, you know? Like, I don't want to wait another minute trying to prolong this process. We need to know tonight. So what you think?
The biggest issue here is that every conversation between Ashia and Maxwell quickly turns into a battle over who's right, instead of two people trying to solve a problem together. Healthy relationships aren't about winning arguments. They're about finding solutions that work for both people. Right now, that's exactly what seems to be missing. One thing I immediately noticed is that Maxwell doesn't appear to be the same person Ashia first got to know. Whether it's because he's become more comfortable showing his true personality, or because being around his family has influenced him, his attitude during this disagreement feels very different. Sometimes people put their best foot forward early in a relationship, but once they become comfortable, another side of them starts to appear. At the same time, Ashia isn't making things any easier. Instead of slowing the conversation down, she matches Maxwell's energy. Every disagreement becomes more intense because neither person seems interested in de-escalating the situation. When both people are determined to stand their ground, small disagreements quickly grow into major conflicts. Communication is becoming one of the biggest problems in this relationship. It's not just about what they're saying to each other, it's the way they're saying it. Tone matters just as much as words. Once conversations become defensive or dismissive, it's almost impossible for either person to truly hear what the other is trying to say. Another layer to all of this is the cultural difference between Ashia and Maxwell. Every relationship requires compromise, but when two people come from completely different backgrounds, compromise becomes even more important. Expectations surrounding family, respect, decision-making, and gender roles can vary significantly, and if those expectations aren't discussed openly, they eventually become sources of conflict. It also feels like both Ashia and Maxwell want to lead the relationship. There's nothing wrong with being confident or independent, but if both people constantly feel the need to be in control, the relationship becomes a competition instead of a partnership. A successful relationship requires flexibility. Sometimes one person leads, sometimes the other does, but both have to be willing to listen. Maxwell also appears far more willing to challenge Ashia than he may have been before. Whether that's confidence or frustration is difficult to say, but it's clear he's becoming less willing to simply stay quiet during disagreements. While honesty is important, there's also a respectful way to communicate difficult emotions. Interrupting each other or responding with frustration only makes existing problems even worse. Ashia, on the other hand, seems frustrated that she's not getting the support or understanding she expected. Instead of feeling heard, she appears to feel like she's constantly defending herself. That's a dangerous place for any relationship, because once both people begin feeling misunderstood, emotional distance starts growing very quickly. Another thing this disagreement highlights is the importance of mutual respect. Love alone isn't enough to keep a relationship healthy. Respect has to remain present even during arguments. Once respect starts disappearing, conversations become more about proving a point than protecting the relationship. I also think both Ashia and Maxwell are trying so hard to change each other instead of accepting who the other person truly is. That's one of the fastest ways to create resentment. You can encourage growth in your partner, but trying to completely reshape someone's personality usually creates even more resistance. Relationships work best when both people are committed to understanding each other, rather than constantly trying to win every disagreement. Right now, neither Ashia nor Maxwell seems willing to fully step into that role. Instead, every conversation feels like another test of who will back down first. Family expectations may also be playing a bigger role than either of them expected.
In many relationships, family opinions can influence how conflicts are handled. If one partner feels pulled between pleasing their family and supporting their relationship, tension naturally increases. That pressure can make already difficult conversations even harder to navigate. One concern I have is that this relationship appears to be developing unhealthy communication habits. If every disagreement follows the same pattern of defensiveness, interruptions, and frustration, eventually those habits become the normal way they interact with each other. Breaking those patterns becomes much harder the longer they continue. What makes this even more disappointing is that both Ashia and Maxwell clearly have strong personalities and confidence. Those qualities can actually strengthen a relationship when they're balanced with patience and understanding. Unfortunately, confidence without compromise often turns into constant conflict. On 90 Day Fiancé, we've seen many couples overcome cultural differences, communication issues, and family pressure. The couples who succeed are usually the ones willing to adjust, learn, and genuinely understand each other's perspective, instead of insisting their own way is the only correct one. At this point, Ashia and Maxwell have a choice. They can continue treating every disagreement as a battle that must be won, or they can begin treating problems as something they solve together. That shift in mindset could completely change the future of their relationship. If neither person becomes more willing to listen, communicate respectfully, and compromise, these arguments are only going to become more frequent and more damaging. Relationships don't usually fall apart because of one disagreement. They fall apart when the same disagreement keeps happening over and over, without either person changing how they approach it.